the flood victims in eastern Kentucky, now at fox56news.com. Young Sheldon, weeknights at 11.
Zaxby's Chicken Finger Plate comes with 12 dippable, dunkable, do-it-any-way-you-wantable sauces, and a plate of our hand-breaded fingers. Oh, and don't forget the napkins. Famous fried chicken, endless sauce abilities, only at Zaxby's.
Cronin Hyundai has an epic summer hit for you. Shop one of the area's largest selections of new Hyundais online at CroninHyundai.com. With our fuel-efficient lineup, you could save over $100 per month in gas. All new Hyundais are backed by America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty with Hyundai Assurance, plus 3 years, 36,000 miles complimentary maintenance. Plus, we want your trade. Just scan the QR code on the screen to see the value of your car instantly. Don't just dream it, drive it. Only at Cronin Hyundai.
We're Usaa LTL Freight. For nearly a century, our team has been committed to driving business forward. From Lady Liberty to the Golden Gate. Superstore to corner store. We go that extra mile, expanding our team to better serve you. So trust that when you partner with Usaa, we take every delivery personally. Visit Usaa.com for all your shipping needs.
It's time to get back out and see America again.
And there's no better way than in a hybrid electrified vehicle.
And Toyota's got more than anyone else.
Like this electrified Highlander hybrid that has a driving range over 600 miles and never has to stop to recharge.
It just happens automatically, saving you over $3,200 in fuel costs versus the average new vehicle.
Now, during Toyota's electrified summer, get 1.9 APR financing on a new 22 Highlander.
Toyota, let's go places.
There are no words to describe the perfect pairing of Zaxby's hand-breaded fingers and our 12 delectable sauces. But there is a sound, and that sound is The Zaxby's Chicken Finger Plate with endless sauce abilities, only at Zaxby's.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Buzz in and buzz out with one honey of a deal at Furniture World Superstore.
Continue to pray for the families that have suffered an unfathomable loss. Some having lost almost everyone in their household.
Governor Beshear provides the latest on the conditions in eastern Kentucky as more deaths are confirmed.
And more rain is on the way. Radar is dry for the most part right now, but we'll track it coming up in just a few minutes.
Live from Lexington, our home. Your news. This is Fox 56 News at 10.
We continue our coverage of the devastating floods in eastern Kentucky. Good evening. I'm Georgia Godfrey. Thanks for joining us. Several counties are still underwater and the death toll continues to rise. This is what the scene looked like in Perry County Thursday afternoon. 3 people in Perry County lost their lives in this historic flooding, and at least one bridge still remains closed. In Breathitt County, 4 people lost their lives there, and more than 3,000 homes are without water and power. Governor Beshear says it could take weeks for those services to be fully restored. The governor gave an update on the conditions and road to recovery earlier today. More than 1,000 Kentuckians have had to be rescued. Governor Beshear says first responders from Tennessee and West Virginia are assisting. According to Beshear, the death toll has now risen to 25. 14 of those deaths sadly come from Knott County and include children.
And listen, information is going to change as we get it. This is still an emergency situation. We are in search and rescue mode. Again, that count is going to continue to go up, and we don't lose this many people in flooding. This is a real tough one.
There are still more than 18,000 homes without power and more than 26,000 without water. Several shelters have also been opened. The governor also gave an update on the Team Eastern Kentucky Flood Relief Fund. So far, more than $500,000 has been raised, $684,000 to be exact. Governor Beshear says money from the fund will also be used to help families cover funeral costs for their loved ones. Earlier today, President Joe Biden announced that he's adding individual assistance to federal relief efforts for the state. Let's go ahead and get a look at our weather. Peyton Hickle joining us now for David Aldridge. And Peyton, you've been on the ground actually since those waters started to rise early Thursday morning, and it was out there for us on Friday with the coverage. I know people in eastern Kentucky are hoping for a break in the rain.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like we're going to continue to track rain across the area. Things are dry right now, though, so that is good news. They did have a dry day today, but let's look at the radar here. Actually, first, let's look at power outages here, and you can see there's still so many people affected right now in both Perry, Knott, and Breathitt counties. You can see we're still tracking thousands of power outages at this hour. So that is unfortunate as this continues. And again, unfortunately, more rain is on the way. Right now, radar pretty much on a clean sweep. We do have some showers beginning to develop just east of Louisville here. But for the most part, we are dry. But that will change coming up after midnight. Let's take a tour around the region and look at temperatures. 68 here in Richmond, 74 in Lexington, 70 in Danville, and 73 down in Somerset. So most of us in the low 70s for the most part. We're going to warm up, though, as the week goes on, and we'll preview that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Dana. Like I mentioned earlier,
If the last few days have taught us anything about the community here in eastern Kentucky, it is that people are willing to help one another in whatever way they can.
We want to feed those that are here, that need people, that don't have anything, they've lost everything, and we're just broken hearted.
For groups like the Haunted Barn, when people in their community hit the lowest of lows, they are ready to help, no questions asked.
We do a special haunted house every year. This is our 25th year. We do it to donate to help families in our community. We like to donate to Shriners Hospital and St. Jude, and just to give back to our community.
Since Thursday, the group has seen people lose everything.
We just found out there's a family of 5 that just came into town, 6-month-old baby. They came in with 1 bottle of formula. I mean, to be able to give back to them in our community, it's wonderful.
But members have also seen people gain hope.
They are so appreciative. They can't thank us enough for coming out and supporting them when they've lost everything.
Because at the end of the day,
and we may be rivals when it's ball season, but let me tell you, when somebody needs us, one town needs another town, we're going to be there.
In Wolfe County, Tyler Melito, Fox 56 News.
Hinton, Perry County cleanup efforts are just beginning now that most of the water has receded. Kentucky State Representative for Hazard Chris Fugit is also a local pastor. His church is among dozens being used as a makeshift shelter. There are about 40 to 60 people taking shelter at Gospel Light Baptist Church. The people have nowhere to go after flood waters destroyed their homes. Some are in good spirits, but many are still in shock.
I just had bought it and was in the process of remodeling. We bought one of those buildings, and we just did put the walls and stuff in it and stuff. And now I'll go. But I can replace all that.
Well, a lady said, Chris, there's nothing left. There's no houses. There's no roads. The electric poles are gone. And she said, we just don't have anything. Another gentleman here, his wife was swept away, and they've not seen her.
As these churches and businesses open their doors to help those in need, they are also in need of help themselves. Donations of clothing, food, and cleaning supplies are desperately needed. Gospel Light Baptist plans to hold service tomorrow. The flooding presents another challenge as students prepare to go back to school in a few weeks. The superintendent of Knott County Schools, Brent Hoover, says the high school and technology center were hit pretty hard, but Heineman Elementary got the worst of the damage. Hoover says the water was as deep as 4 feet. The first day of school is August 10th, but because of this damage, those dates have now been pushed back.
We don't know what that starting time will look like right now. Going forward, it's going to determine how quickly we can get crews in to do cleanup and how quickly we can have the infrastructure repaired throughout our county.
Superintendent Hoover says he welcomes help from surrounding counties. The district is in need of cleaning supplies and water to help get the schools opened. People are breathing a little easier in Breathitt County after officials worried that a dam might break. Some of the stress on the dam at Pan Bowl Lake has eased and water is receding. Floods wiped out the entire city of Jackson, and water swallowed several neighborhoods, including an area near Happy Lane. One family who once owned several mobile homes told Fox 56 this is the worst they have seen.
They said it looked like a bomb had went off. trees were down. It was 4-foot hose. The guy on the other side of them said that it looked like somebody dropped a bomb and took the yard out.
Officials say power restoration in the county will continue into next week. According to Governor Beshear, water levels have dropped 10 feet at the Pan Bowl Lake Dam. And here in the Bluegrass, dozens of individuals, organizations, and businesses are trying to help flood victims in eastern Kentucky. Tomorrow in Nicholasville at the Tractor Supply, donations will be accepted to take to eastern Kentucky on Monday. Plus in Winchester, donations will be collected at the VFW building starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And the Better Business Bureau wants to make sure families aren't taken advantage of while trying to rebuild. They say situations like these are perfect for scammers to take advantage of as they prey on people's emotions and willingness to help those in need. Our Paula Jones sat down with Heather Clary of the BBB, who outlines some key warning signs.
If they really tug on the heartstrings, but they're really short on answers as to how your money's going to help specifically, vague offers of, well, it's going to help people, but how? You know, that kind of a thing. Just do a little research before you donate. Check give.org, which is the Better Business Bureau Wise Giving Alliance site, where you can check out charitable organizations.
If you want to find a list of verified organizations and charities that have jumped into action, head to our website, fox56news.com, for more details. Don't go anywhere. We have more news, weather, and sports in less than 3 minutes. When we come back, police are pleading with the public for information on a shooting that left one man dead while attending the funeral for another homicide victim. Stay tuned.
The first 10 minutes of Fox 56 News at 10 were brought to you commercial-free. Sponsored by UK Federal Credit Union.
What's Howard's secret weapon?
Look at this Batman belt buckle.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30 on Fox 56.
Big Bang Theory. Watch it all the time.
Zinga.
And just in case you forgot,
you're in my spot.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30.
Nothing says love like
the relationship agreement. So romantic.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30.
46 Solutions is your technology partner. Call or visit 46solutions.com for your complimentary tech consultation.
Fish and chips is a British thing. But Southern Hush Puppy breaded fish strips with fries, that can only be Arby's, Governor. Arby's, we have the meat.
Big Bang Theory. Watch it all the time.
Zinga.
So robotic and a bit neurotic, part mechanical, totally hysterical, and just in case you forgot,
you're in my spot.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive, because we only serve those who honorably serve. All ranks, all branches, and their eligible family members. Yep, that is exclusive, and we're fine with that.
The great experiences you have in here, and even out here, all started here. Because the best customer experience always leaves a great impression. GMC, awarded #1 in sales satisfaction by J.D. Power. Step up to GMC with 0% financing on these GMC models.
Visit your Bluegrass GMC dealer today.
Help the flood victims in eastern Kentucky now at fox56news.com. This is Fox 56 News with Georgia Reed Godfrey, sports with Michael Epps, and weather with David Aldrich.
Welcome back. A Lexington church became the center of a police investigation in early June after a Woodford County man was shot and killed while attending a funeral for his friend who was shot and killed the week before. Both of the crimes are still unsolved. Crime Stoppers reporter Kristen Flum talked for the first time to a sheriff's deputy who was providing security at the funeral. He described when the somber ceremony turned to chaos.
Deputy Anthony Palmer has tackled various tasks as a 13-year veteran of the Sheriff's Department. Saturday, June 4th, his duties took him to Haggard Court, where he and others were assigned to stand watch over the funeral of Malcolm Long.
We handle funeral escorts. Anytime a homicide takes place in the city and there's nobody that's been arrested, usually the families or the funeral home will ask us to provide security inside the church.
Nothing was out of the ordinary that day as a constant line of visitors wove through the Unity Worship Center, all there to pay their respects to the 29-year-old.
And the next thing you know, we just hear pop, pop, pop. And we look at each other kind of like shocked, like this can't be.
Not here, not in a place of worship on a dark day for so many family members and friends.
You know, it is hundreds of people to this event to honor somebody's life. And, you know, we have a suspect come up, drive up, get out, and kind of have an execution-style murder right in the parking lot.
And from there, Deputy Palmer says things only got worse.
Of course, he was covered in blood, and we provided life-saving measures while trying to help him and save his life. You know, we have to also maintain the crowd. While doing that, one of our deputies was assaulted by another subject. Again, which is something that shouldn't have happened because we're trying to help.
The crowd turned frantic and furious, Deputy Palmer says. Some streamed the chaos over social media, others ran. And eventually, for investigators, a motive appeared in Joseph Richardson's murder.
It is 100% retaliation shooting. We obviously didn't know what was going to happen, but it was retaliation.
There are dozens who could help clear this case. One call to Crime Stoppers identifying the shooter is all it takes.
He has told somebody, people know who the shooter is, and we desperately need to come forward because right now this guy is out there, and it's very dangerous if you think about something like this on the loose.
In Lexington, Kristen Flum, Fox 56 News.
As part of a summer initiative to help solve unsolved homicides, Crime Stoppers has increased the reward for information in Malcolm Long and Joseph Richardson's murders to $2,500. You can leave your anonymous information on the tip line by calling the number below or by going online to p3tips.com. We have another quick break. Sports Director Mitch Brown is standing by with your first look at sports. He'll have a look at the Bengals training camp. And Peyton Hinkle is standing by with your forecast. Go ahead and give them a sneak peek, Peyton.
Yeah, guys, outside right now, it's dry, as you can see from our city cam looking towards downtown Lexington behind me. But more rain is on the way. And later in the week, we're heating things up. We'll talk about it coming up.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.
Real people, real reviews.
Burke had a large variety of styles and colors of sofas.
The employees at Burke Furniture made furniture buying and delivery such an easy experience.
The staff is very professional, friendly, and helpful. Burke is the only furniture store I trust.
Hundreds of 5-star ratings on Google and Facebook can't be wrong. 5-star reviews on our selection, on our prices, on our service. So just know, when you come to Burke Furniture, it's our goal to earn your 5-star rating.
At Kroger, we believe local produce shouldn't be hard to find. That's why we work with local farms right in our own backyard to bring you fresher than fresh produce.
You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me. Oh, baby, you.
Because shopping for local produce should be as easy as shopping at your local Kroger. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hit a grand slam at Don Franklin Lexington Buick GMC. Get 0% APR for 36 months on select new 22 GMC Acadia and GMC Terrain models, or on select all-new 22 Buick SUV models. Don Franklin Lexington Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
The 2 for $6 double rally burger with cheese deal. Go ahead. We double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just $6 of your hard-earned dollars. Plus small fries and a 20-ounce drink for just $3 more. The 2 for $6 double rally burger with cheese deal. Get rallies delivered through our rewards app.
Welcome to Wolfe County, Kentucky, your destination for fun and adventure. Wolfe County, find your adventure.
Many times when people are injured at a place of business, they don't realize they may have a case. The fact is, injuries should not happen. And most of the time when someone is injured, someone is at fault. Maybe the store manager installed a cheap, slippery floor, or there wasn't proper security. After an injury at a hotel, restaurant, store, or any place of business, it's so important to call us. Time matters, size matters. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
Thanks for sticking with us. The weather has been on everyone's mind lately after it took a turn for the worse, causing devastation and destruction in eastern Kentucky. And Peyton, you were working that morning when those floodwaters first started to come into those communities, and such a scary sight and heartbreaking.
Yeah, and it was definitely a sight to see in southeastern Kentucky, just devastating. And I know we've been calling it that for the past couple days, but truly that is the word that really describes the scene down there, and it's just heartbreaking. And unfortunately, more rain is on the way. We had a dry day today, and we can look at radar here and just take a look, and you can see right now it's pretty dry. We do have a few showers starting to pop up just east of Louisville, though. So let's go take a look at it and take a closer inspection. Again, just a couple showers there trying to pop up for the most part there, but it looks like we stay dry until at least after midnight. Here's a live look outside from our tower cam, downtown Lexington here. And again, it's been a pretty nice day for most of the region. A few passing clouds here or there, a few peeks at the sun. Overall, not too bad. Here in Lexington, we're at 74 degrees. Humidity is 64%. It was lower earlier today. It's been a little less muggy today, though. You've probably felt that around the area, which is good news. It was a lot more pleasant. Let's take a tour around the region. We're 68 in Richmond, 70 over in Danville. We're 70 here in Jackson, 69 in Hazard, and 70 out in Pikeville. So most of us in the upper 60s or the low 70s. So let's pinpoint the next 12 here. And again, I think we're dry for the next couple hours, and we're staying in the low 70s here. But as we work our way into the early morning hours and into your day tomorrow, those rain chances are on the rise. Let's take a look at satellite and radar here. You can see the front. It's just south of the Tennessee River Valley, and showers are beginning to pop up across Tennessee. And once you get down towards Alabama, we have high pressure just to our north up around Lake Erie, and that's keeping things calm today. But as this front tries to bump itself up a little bit closer to our area, that's what's going to bring those chances for showers and storms back to the region. So we do have some flood alerts in effect, unfortunately. They go into effect starting at 8 a.m. Sunday, and this includes most of central Kentucky and portions of southeastern Kentucky. So those areas that don't need any more rain are unfortunately under a flood watch here, and that goes until first thing Monday morning. Now, let's take a look at the futurecast, though, since we do have the rain on the way. You can see this is 4 a.m., and we have plenty of showers and storms around. And again, luckily, a lot of the heavy stuff is going to stay across central Kentucky. But as we get into the afternoon for your Sunday, too, you can see those showers beginning to pop back up in those regions that really just don't need the rain anymore. And it's the same story as we go throughout your Sunday evening and overnight. Showers and thunderstorms are going to be around the area and continue into your Monday. So rain, and we pretty much put it on repeat over the next day or two before we finally begin to dry things out. Here's future rain totals. You can see most of it across central Kentucky. This model's trying to show that here. 2 to 3 inches, though, a good bet, and another inch or two are possible in those areas that, again, just don't need any more rain. Tonight, though, we'll dip down to 66 degrees, mostly cloudy. Rain chances, again, increasing, especially after midnight. Tomorrow, we'll make it up to 78. Showers and storms around the area. Pretty much everybody could see that precip. For your 7-day forecast, though, again, we have the rain around for the next couple days, but the good news is we dry out by midweek, but the heat returns. We're up in the 90s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday before storm chances return for your weekend.
Thanks, Peyton. We'll continue keeping an eye on those conditions. Churches and organizations aren't the only ones stepping out to help out flood victims. Several athletes and coaches here in the Bluegrass also offering their support. Sports Director Mitch Brown joins us now. Mitch, we often joke about Big Blue Nation, but during times like this, it truly is a Big Blue Nation.
Yeah, just all about the support in the community for sure, Gigi. And they'll certainly, I'm sure, in the coming weeks, step up and find ways to help those in need for sure. Orange. Yeah, no, the orange definitely. Yeah, the Bengals definitely getting that back together Saturday is something the NFL has been doing, obviously, since the pandemic has happened. But a chance for them to get closer to the action with the fans. Coming up next, we check in at Bengals camp where it was a big, big crowd. Wait until you see and hear from the guys coming up next.
Scan the QR code on your screen now and download the Fox 56 News app. Sponsored by Absolute Services.
your sights on the annual Bluegrass Crime Stoppers Shootout.
Test your aim Saturday, August 20th at the Lexington Police Range. Shooters of all skill levels are invited to participate.
Thank you for supporting the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers Shootout and keeping Central Kentucky safe.
Sponsored by Fox 56 and 46 Solutions. Fox 56, the weather authority, is sponsored by Fayette Heating and Air, committed to providing safe, professional, and courteous service to every customer every time. Fayette Heating and Air is your one-stop solution for your HVAC and plumbing needs.
They remind us of the wonder of living and the power of quiet moments. That put life into focus. The mountains are calling. Plan your next memory at gatlinburg.com.
Do you have a Mona Lisa smile? Meaning, do you try to smile without showing your teeth because they're stained in yellow? Get ready, because Power Swabs is going to give you something to really smile about. Beautiful white teeth with just 5-minute applications. The secret's in the swab. Swabbing each tooth is so fast, so easy, and so effective. Power Swabs have been clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as remove stains from caps, veneers, and crowns. They work on some of the most challenging stains like red wine, coffee, and tea.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my Power Swabs and eliminate the staining.
I like being able to individually get the teeth, and most importantly, it got kind of in between the grooves.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it around my teeth, and that was it.
Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen. The 2 for $6 double rally burger with cheese deal. Go ahead, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just 6 of your hard-earned dollars. Plus small fries and a 20-ounce drink for just $3 more. The 2 for $6 double rally burger with cheese deal. Get rallies delivered through our rewards app.
What's Howard's secret weapon?
Ooh, look at these Batman belt buckles.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30 on Fox 56. Now, Fox 56 Sports.
All right, I've got something to tell you that'll probably make you smile at home. Maybe you already realized it, but this is the last week without a football game until we get to the middle of February. Yeah, you can applaud now. Now, that's where we are in the sports calendar today. Bengals training camp continued, and it was the NFL's second back-together Saturday. Fans getting closer to the action once again, and selfishly for us, I should say, we get to go in the locker rooms again instead of being on Zoom. But this back-together Saturday was different for the Bengals. The buzz at an all-time high around the city, and it showed as they had a huge crowd at Paul Brown Stadium today, as you can see. And man, the players can feel it too. It's a perfect Saturday for it. Practice not too strenuous for the guys as the first week wraps up, especially with that first preseason game coming up in 2 weeks, but they can certainly feel the energy.
It's awesome. You can definitely tell that, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. Being out there and just when you walk by and everyone's just cheering you on, it makes the grind of training camp a little bit easier.
We put a lot of time and energy and investing in this team, and so we've got to put a lot of time and energy in making sure we've got the best product for them to be able to support. And, so it's fun to interact with them. They do a great job giving us some energy. Look forward to not only this crowd, but next week or whenever it is against Arizona.
Shoot, coach is losing track of time, too, just like me. No. Told you last night the Atlanta Dream had 7 games left on their schedule in the midst of a playoff push. The rookie and the queen, though, Ryan Howard, with another stellar performance. She led the Dream with 11 points at the break and helped them get in the lead with back-to-back triples in the third, but just not enough help around Howard tonight, who finished with a game-high 22 points, but the Dream skid extends to 4 straight losses, but Howard has 8 20-plus point games this season. Only rookies have 6 combined this season, so she is certainly running away with that Rookie of the Year category. Coming up later in the show, we're talking more football and sports of all sorts today. We'll see you in a few.
Thanks, Mitch. I saw those Bengals players hitting the gritty in the video. They're pumped up for sure. Well, stay tuned. We're continuing our coverage of the damage in eastern Kentucky after floods sweep away homes and take lives. How pharmacies are responding to the devastation coming up. And Governor Beshear has an update on the conditions, recovery, and death toll in eastern Kentucky. Stay tuned.
On the go? Stream Fox 56 News live on your phone and watch wherever you are.
Your signature says a lot about you. Now at Members Heritage Credit Union, it's all you need to get approved for a loan. Apply for a Members Heritage signature loan today. You can borrow as little as $500 with no collateral needed, and you could win $250. Members Heritage Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
New spicy batter dip fish, only at Captain D's. It's hot news. Our famous batter dip fish just got really hot with fiery spices in our legendary batter. Get ready for bold new flavors when the captain is coming. Captain D's.
Twins can be as opposite as wrong and right.
Go. I'm doing it. You're doing it.
Young Sheldon, weeknights at 11 on Fox 56.
All Kentucky driver licensing is moving from circuit clerk offices in every county
to regional offices.
And the new regional offices offer more licensing choices than ever before.
Get a driver's license valid for 4 years.
or 8 years.
Get a real ID
or a standard license.
Renew online
or in person.
You can even visit any regional office you'd like. It's next level licensing.
Learn more at drive.ky.gov.
I was brought here to Isaiah House, and I have to honestly say that it has really saved my life.
You know, the fundamentals of Isaiah House are faith, hope, and love. When it comes to peer support, those are the guys who leave no brothers behind.
Isaiah House has helped me learn to apply the skills in everyday life. I get me a job and stuff. The way that this place is set up, everyone has each other's back.
Nothing and no one offers the love that I have felt at Isaiah House.
Isaiah House. Real hope for addiction.
Every home has a story to tell. A place filled with lasting memories and beautiful moments unique to you. Furniture is a part of everyone's story. Start your memories here.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
What's Howard's secret weapon?
Ooh, look at this Batman belt buckle.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30 on Fox 56.
Your signature says a lot about you. Now at Members Heritage Credit Union, it's all you need to get approved for a loan. Apply for a Members Heritage signature loan today. You can borrow as little as $500 with no collateral needed, and you could win $250. Members Heritage Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Rachel, weekdays at 9 on Fox 56. Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 10:30.
Water levels are slowly but surely dropping in eastern Kentucky, making way for recovery efforts to begin. In Wolfe County, pharmacies are stepping up to make sure displaced patients are still taken care of. Fox 56's Tyler Melito has that story.
With so many people displaced due to flooding, some may not have their daily medication. This puts pharmacies like Wolfe Prescription Center in a tough spot. The increase in new patients during this uncertainty has forced pharmacists to adjust on the fly by ensuring patients have proper dosages, and for those whose prescriptions are not ready to be filled, ensuring they can get approval to complete those orders from the government. Despite the obstacles, however, pharmacists say there have been some rewarding parts to this new challenge.
You know, just to know that's one less thing they have to worry about.
If we could take away maybe that one concern, something that they don't have to be concerned about is their medications, and we can help them to get that and not have to worry about, because if they do need emergency services, well, that's kind of harder to get to now.
Smith also told me that seeing this community rally together to help those in need is a true testament to this county's will to bounce back. In Wolfe County, Tyler Melito, Fox 56 News.
And cleanup is just getting underway, in many of these counties, while others wait for floodwaters to recede even more before they can start picking up the pieces. According to Governor Beshear's most recent briefing, 25 people have died, including 14 in Knott County. More than 1,000 people have had to be rescued, and support has come in from Tennessee and West Virginia.
Rescuers at the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife have been at the forefront of these recovery efforts. They've had to ultimately gather the bodies more than just about anybody else. So please also pray for those first responders. Their mission's been especially challenging, and what they're experiencing firsthand is tremendously stressful and difficult. We thank them for what they're doing.
Homes are still without water and power. President Biden announced this morning that he is adding individual assistance to the federal emergency declaration for those 14 counties. And the American Red Cross remains in Wolfe County, making sure not all hope is lost for families evacuated from Jackson, Kentucky. The organization oversees 2 shelters in that area. A group of 7 local volunteers is trying to alleviate any suffering. They say families are tired and anxious, but no relief is on its way. Right now, the Red Cross is meeting most medical needs and has mental health services available. Volunteers say they'll be there for as long as necessary.
Sometimes it's just an ear to listen, or even a hug if need be. Somebody to just sit down and let them cry. Whatever it is that they need, that's what we're here for.
Volunteers say nearby communities are also helping as much as they can, donating food, bedding, and toiletries. Jets Pizza is also pitching in to provide relief to Eastern Kentucky. All Jets Pizza locations in Lexington will start collecting donations of non-perishable food items, bottled water, and hygiene products. They will also donate 10% of all sales to the East Kentucky Dream Center. Governor Beshear in his press conference mentioning that rain could be on the way for those counties already trying to dry out. Let's go to Peyton Hinkle now to see what the forecast holds.
Yeah, Gigi, unfortunately, more rain is on the way, not only just for the Lexington area, but for those communities affected in southeastern Kentucky as well. First, let's take a look outside right now. You can see our tower cam looking towards downtown Lexington. Not too much going on. It's a pretty nice evening if you are out and about right now, but that's going to change once we get closer to midnight, and after midnight, rain chances are on the way. So temperature right now, 74 degrees, humidity at 64%. It is lower than it has been, but it is on the rise. And we did have a pretty nice day, and it wasn't as muggy around here today as well. Let's take a look, though, at the precipitation chances, because those are going to be on the rise as the hours go on. Notice once we get after midnight, they really start to bump up here. And once we get into Sunday morning, rain chances are high across the area. We'll detail that and when the heat is on coming up in just a few minutes.
In non-weather related news, Kentucky State Police are investigating a murder in Hart County. KSP says troopers responded to a home Friday evening at the request of the Hart County Sheriff's Office to the 10,000 block of Hammondsville Road. Once their officers located 78-year-old Robert Myers dead on the front lawn. The initial investigation shows Myers was confronted by 3 men who were stealing from his home. That confrontation led to the men shooting Myers to death. The 3 suspects were seen leaving the area in a U-Haul truck. Stay tuned. More news, weather, and sports straight ahead. And we're jet setting around the world. And we're doing it in less than 1 minute. A look at a food fair in Mexico that doesn't even feature Hispanic cuisine. The details coming up.
Help the flood victims in eastern Kentucky now at fox56news.com.
Fox 56 launched a 6:30 newscast.
Thanks for joining us.
And you chose to stay local with us.
Now, Fox 56 is expanding again because you deserve a choice at 7.
Fox 56 News at 6:30 and 7 weeknights.
Every home has a story to tell. A place filled with lasting memories and beautiful moments unique to you. Furniture is a part of everyone's story. Start your memories here.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
Free is our favorite word, like free shipping. At Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. You don't pay anything unless we win your case.
Free shipping.
Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Grandma? Up for a road trip? Yeah.
What do you say we pack our things and get out of here? I've been saving all my life just to disappear. Can I hold you to that? We could see the world. 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 See the world.
Plan your trip at ohio.org.
Hit a grand slam at Don Franklin Lexington Buick GMC. Get 0% APR for 36 months on select new 22 GMC Acadia and GMC Terrain models, or on select all-new 22 Buick SUV models. Don Franklin Lexington Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Aleve X.
Its revolutionary rollerball design delivers fast, powerful, long-lasting pain relief. Leave it and see what's possible.
Summer reading at the Lexington Public Library is back. Free events for families and kids of all ages will be hosted in person across all 6 branch locations, featuring special guests like the Honey Hill Petting Zoo, the Cincinnati Museum Center, On the Move Art Studio, ice casting snow cones, and even a visit from a penguin thanks to Newport Aquarium. Plus so much more. Kickoff events start May 31st. Visit lexpublib.org/summer for more information. That's lexpublib.org/summer.
What's Howard's secret weapon?
Look at this Batman belt buckle.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30 on Fox 56.
President Biden has tested positive for COVID-19 again in what's considered to be a rebound case. The president's physician says Mr. Biden is not experiencing a reemergence of symptoms and continues to feel quite well. The White House initially announced President Biden tested positive for COVID a week and a half ago, then tested negative starting on Tuesday. But late this morning, he tested positive again. The president is once again in isolation. Good news for those tailgates and house parties. The price of chicken wings is going down. Some restaurants reported a 19% drop in prices year over year, leading to strong profits. Wings became more popular during the pandemic for drop-off ordering. Chicken prices still could rise later this year, but wing prices may stay lower. Protests in Iraq over government power, and the Pope is considering his retirement. We're going around the world in 56. Critical grains can begin to sail out of Ukraine ports. Ships full of grain sitting in several Black Sea ports are ready to head to world markets again. Cargo grain ships have been previously blockaded by Russia, but a recent UN agreement will soon free up transit. Hundreds of Iraqi protesters marched through the streets waving flags and scaling concrete barriers. Nearly 10 months after national elections were held, Iraq has been unable to form a new government. That's the longest period since the 2003 U.S. invasion that reset the political order. Pope Francis may be winding down after a whirlwind trip to Canada. The 85-year-old told reporters on an Air Canada flight today he hadn't thought about resigning, but said the door is open. Francis, who was returning to Rome from his week-long Canadian pilgrimage, says the trip was a bit of a test. In Mexico City, cuisine revisits a time before Hispanic culture was Hispanic. Delicacies from the 15th century and unprocessed foods were part of a pre-Hispanic food fair. The food was placed alongside some traditional signature dishes, too. We have another intermission, but when we come back, we're counting them down. 5 things to know before you go to bed. Topping our countdown tonight, UCLA and Under Armour come to an agreement.
And more rain is on the way. We have flood alerts across much of central and eastern Kentucky. Areas that don't need to see the rain are going to see some more. We'll pinpoint it coming up in just a few minutes.
Help the flood victims in eastern Kentucky now at fox56news.com.
Chris Cuomo, welcome to the show.
Let's get after it,
Let's
Danny.
do it.
You ask what you want.
How is it different being Chris Cuomo the last 8 months than it was in 2020?
I respect that you ask the questions. I want to find a way to help people. I'm going to come to News Nation, and I want to build something special here. I think we need insurgent media. I think we need outlets that aren't fringe and just trying to fill their pockets. I'm going to go where the news is, and I'm going to try very hard to be fair.
Lexington's Crave Food and Music Festival is back July 30th and 31st at Masterson Station Park. Over 40 food restaurants, chefs, food trucks, craft beer and cocktails, kids stuff, a car show, and 10 musical acts performing over 2 days. Get discounted pre-sale packages at cravelexington.com.
One bite of Arby's Hush Puppy breaded fish strips, and you're transported to a classic southern fish fry. One bite of those fries, and ooh, you're back at Arby's. Arby's, we have the meat. Heavy-duty pulling power to conquer the high road or the off-road. The GMC Sierra Heavy Duty, premium and capable. Sierra Heavy Duty models are arriving weekly at your local GMC dealers. Available for immediate delivery with 0% financing.
Patient Choice Ultrasound Thermography. This is Kim. How may I help you?
Hi, my doctor just ordered a gallbladder ultrasound,
an echocardiogram,
a venous Doppler. I'm pretty nervous. I don't know what to expect.
Well, I'm scheduled at the hospital, but the price is so high.
You are cash-based? That price includes everything?
Yeah, I've got this crazy high deductible, so a reduced cash price sounds perfect.
You could get me in? Yes, I've got an order. I'm coming to Patient Choice.
Patient Choice is my choice.
Now I've got a choice in Patient Choice.
This is the 2 for $6 double Rally Burger with cheese deal from Rally's. A deal with double the beef, worthy of a double shift. With 2 beefy double Rally Burgers with American cheese and all the fresh fixings for just $6. Plus small fries and a 20-ounce drink for just $3 more. So whether you just work the double, hit a double, or are looking for some double trouble, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers, double the beef for just $6. The 2 for $6 double Rally Burger with cheese deal. You've earned it. Get Rallies delivered through our rewards app.
Hit a grand slam at Don Franklin Nissan in Glasgow. Get select 22 Nissan models, starting as low as $22,535. Hurry in and score big today at Don Franklin Lexington Nissan.
Lexington's Crave Food and Music Festival is back, July 30th and 31st at Masterson Station Park. Over 40 food restaurants, chefs, food trucks, craft beer and cocktails, kids stuff, a car show, and 10 musical acts performing over 2 days. Get discounted pre-sale packages at cravelexington.com.
Delta is bringing back some of its international flights, plus a new way to get an ultrasound. We're counting down 5 things to know before you go to bed. UCLA settles its lawsuit with Under Armour. UCLA sued the sports apparel maker after the company tried to exit a 15-year, $280 million contract. Under Armour said it lost marketing benefits when UCLA canceled sports contests in 2020 during the pandemic. Under Armour will pay UCLA about $67.5 million to end the suit. UCLA signed with Nike's Jordan brand in December 2020. Delta is bringing back more international flights as travel demand continues to grow. The major air carrier says it's adding 2 international flights from Atlanta to Cape Town, South Africa, starting in December, and to Tel Aviv next May. Delta will also add a flight from Los Angeles to Tahiti. The additions make for a total of 10 weekly flights to South Africa, as well as 13 weekly flights to Tel Aviv from Atlanta, Boston, and New York. A new study by scientists from several universities, including Rutgers and New York University, says that giving children antibiotics early in life can kill healthy digestive bacteria and could lead to long-term allergy or asthma problems. The researchers recommend avoid antibiotic use in young children because antibiotics can change the gut environment and affect immunity. Researchers say antibiotics are among the most used medications among children. A leading research center comes up with a new way to get medical imaging, and it's pretty tiny. Scientists at MIT have developed a stamp-sized sticker that can be used to produce high-resolution ultrasound images. The sticker has a solid hydrogel on one side and signal converters on the other. MIT says the images could be used to monitor muscle or organ activity on electronic devices, even with a smartphone. Uses could be made for diagnosis and helping pregnant women observe fetal development. Unfortunately, it wasn't me, but someone hit the jackpot in Illinois, holding the only winning ticket in the Mega Millions lottery worth over $1 billion. The Illinois lottery website says the winning ticket was sold at the Speedway gas station about 20 miles outside of Chicago. The $1.28 billion prize is for winners who choose the annuity option, paid annually over 29 years. This is the lottery's second largest prize in its 20-year history, and it comes with a cash value option of $742.2 million. I mean, show me the money. I usually don't play the lottery, but I should have this time. I probably still wouldn't have won, but that was a lot of money to pass up on.
It is. What do you think you would do if you were the winner?
Pay off all my debt.
There you go. There you go.
Buy student loans.
Student loans. I don't know. A beach house sounds nice.
Oh, that does. Some rental properties. I would blow it all. I'd be the first person to probably blow $100 million in a year. But
for sure. Well,
we've been talking, show me the money, but show me the weather. Patty, you were out there Thursday and Friday in Eastern Kentucky. You saw firsthand the devastation and the damage. What was it like?
Yeah, and it's just, again, we keep calling it devastating, and really there's no other way to put it. That's really the only word that comes to mind. But it was good to hear from some of the victims and their stories, and there's a lot of hope in those communities, which is really just a really powerful message I think we can all take from times of tragedy like this. So, but Unfortunately, more rain is on the way, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But first, let's take a live look from our tower cam towards Lexington. And it's been a pretty nice day today. You can see over downtown here, if you're out and about, it's pretty nice right now, which is good news because, again, a lot of our area just needs a break from the rain. But unfortunately, a little bit more is on the way. 74 degrees here in Lexington right now, humidity at 64%. And it has been a little less humid than it has been throughout this week, which is good news. So let's take a look at radar. And again, most of us are dry. Radar's trying to pick up on some stuff here, but it's dry for most of us. The only showers kind of popping up are here east of Louisville, and then now one just south of Campbellsville there and north of Monticello. So down near the Lake Cumberland area, a couple showers beginning to pop up. But again, most of us dry, and most of us will stay dry for the next couple of hours. Temperature-wise, we're 68 in Richmond, 70 in McKee, 71 in London, and 68 down in Williamsburg. We're going to stick in the low 70s and upper 60s as the night goes on. We're really not going to fall too much, just a few more degrees overnight. Here's the setup right now. You can see the front here, just south of the Tennessee River Valley. We have high pressure to our north, and that's what helped keep us dry a little bit today. But we have more of those showers and storms beginning to fire along this front, and unfortunately, it's beginning to work its way back up a little bit towards our area, which is going to continue to keep those shower and storm threats around over the next couple of days. So, flood alerts. Unfortunately, we have a flood watch for most of the region, for most of central Kentucky, from Richmond southward for the state, and then eastern Kentucky. Those areas that don't need any more rain, unfortunately, have another flood watch in effect, and that goes in effect at 8 a.m. Sunday morning through 8 a.m. Monday. Here's Futurecast. Let's pinpoint your forecast here and plan it out. You can see by 4 a.m. we have widespread showers and storms across the area, and it's going to continue to be that way as the day goes on. And again, they continue to just pop up and flood through the region as the day goes on through your Sunday. This is Sunday afternoon, and unfortunately, in these areas that don't need it, you can see some heavier showers and thunderstorms popping up there. And again, the trend just continues as we go through your Sunday and even into your Monday. So unfortunately, that's not the best news, but it doesn't look like a setup we saw Thursday. So that is some good news. But again, we will have to keep an eye on area rivers and creeks and streams, because look at this. This is future rainfall totals, and this model is painting the worst of it across central Kentucky. You can see from Danville to Lexington, Richmond, up toward Mount Sterling, and even to Moorhead, 2 to 3 inches is a good bet for a bunch of us. And unfortunately, once you go south and east, they could still pick up another inch or 2 in those regions that really just do not need the rain. So tonight, we're going to dip down to 66 degrees, mostly cloudy. Rain chances will increase as the night goes on. For tomorrow, though, we'll make it up to around 78. Because the rain, we're not going to get super hot tomorrow, which is good news. Showers and storms around, but again, you will want to watch those creeks and streams, especially in those areas with the flood watch. Here's your 7-day forecast. You can see, again, we have the showers and storms both Sunday and into Monday. Tuesday, things get a little bit better. We still have a few scattered showers or storms. And then Wednesday, mostly sunny. So Wednesday is definitely the pick day of the week. Unfortunately, though, the heat returns. Will be in the 90s both Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, before Friday and Saturday when a few storm chances return. Now, here's your sports with Mitch.
All right, thank you, Peyton. Coming up next, we take a look at the rest of the preseason grind that lies ahead after week 1 done for the Bengals. Plus, we talk sports of all sorts. We bring it home next.
On the go? Stream Fox 56 News live on your phone and watch wherever you are.
Fox 56 launched a 6:30 newscast.
Thanks for joining us.
And you chose to stay local with us.
Now, Fox 56 is expanding again because you deserve a choice at 7.
Fox 56 News at 6:30 and 7 weeknights.
Hit a grand slam at Don Franklin Ford. Drive away today in the all-new Ford F-150 XL Super Crew as low as $47,530, or the all-new 22 Expedition XL as low as $55,620. Start your travels today at Don Franklin Ford.
Every home has a story to tell. A place filled with lasting memories and beautiful moments unique to you. Furniture is a part of everyone's story. Start your memories here.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Rachel, weekdays at 9 on Fox 56.
Big Bang Theory, watch it all the time. Zing! And just in case you forgot,
you're in my spot.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30. Now, Fox 56 Sports. Sponsored by Arby's.
Welcome in on Mitch Brown in for Michael Epsy as a night off. What a difference a year can make. Last July, the expectations were just to be decent for the Cincinnati Bengals. After a Super Bowl run that surprised everyone except the people inside their locker room, they're carrying themselves like they don't even see the target on their backs. Week 1 of training camp is in the books after today. Now, it's early, so you haven't seen any pads popping just yet. That comes soon. The Bengals kick off their preseason slate against the Arizona Cardinals coming up in mid-August. There's also not much new stuff you can try without your quarterback, right? Joe Burrow had an appendectomy this week, and he's out indefinitely while he recovers. For the guys at camp, though, this week was the syllabus. The assignments and exams, they're certainly on the way.
Well, we want to make sure everybody's in, so everybody knows, when we call a play down the line, they've heard it, they're responsible for it. It's in the playbook, they've seen the clips of it, and so it gives them a chance to operate at their fullest. But there's a lot more to go, so you get a chance to put it all in, and then you kind of get to retrace your steps a little bit and combine it all, and then really see how guys can handle it. So we know how the guys who've been around here have done it. They've heard it, they got to step up. Some of the new guys, you really get a chance to see how they process information.
Yeah, that guy doesn't need too much processing right there. The dudes are off tomorrow. They pick things back up on Monday afternoon for week 2. Now, the late, great Aaliyah once said, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. That's been the theme of this racing season for Epicenter. He's been the runner-up not only at the Kentucky Derby, where he was the favorite, but adding a runner-up finish at the Preakness, and you got to wonder if the dustpan is just full after all of that. Still, we've got the second half of the year with the Breeders' Cup at Keeneland loading in November. Today, Epicenter back in the winner's circle after a come-from-behind victory. Not quite a rich strike, but close enough from last to first in this 9-furlong run. The Jim Dandy. Should we call Epicenter him Dandy? Epicenter gets the win by 1.5 lengths, and it's another win for trainer Steve Asmussen. Up next is the Travers in August at Saratoga, but the Breeders' Cup field going to be full of familiar names in a loaded field. So start doing your research now, folks. It's no secret in late July that the Cincinnati Reds know this season is a wash. They're not going to climb out of the cellar and make a run at the playoffs like a horse from the back of the pack. Instead, trying to gather some young prospects after trading Luis Castillo to the Seattle Mariners for 3 of their top 5 prospects. Now, the Reds got beat by the Baltimore Birds last night, but tonight, a different script. Jonathan India taking Dean Kramer deep right there for the 2-run home run. Probably knocked somebody's tater tots over with that one. His 7th of the season. Reds took a 4-2 lead. 5th inning, same score. Joey Votto. It's a Throwback Thursday name right there. Cranking one off Kramer for a solo shot. His 10th of the season. Still got some juice in the tank. Reds were up 5-2. Reds end up winning this thing 8-2. They finish up the series before heading to Miami tomorrow at 1:40 p.m. So I know they're not that great this season. We just got to be frank about it. But still, you know, a good chance if you're in Lexington and want something to do, good to go up there and just check out Great American Ballpark. Still a great ballpark, good atmosphere, good city too. So.
But there is one Cincinnati team we can definitely keep our eye on because of how well they did last year. You know, I got the colors on.
Got the colors on. The Bengals, we'll get up there for sure as, you know, camp progresses and they get into the preseason. Got a Kentucky guy, Justin Rigg, trying to make that roster as well. So going to be fun to watch the football season roll around. Got high school camps heating up as well. So just it's
things
that
are
time
back
of the
to be
year.
in full swing.
Yeah.
Well, before we get out of here, guys, I want you to hear about this new lip gloss that Applebee's is adding to its menu item. I know it sounds weird. So you can't eat it, but you can definitely wear it. The popular eatery has teamed up with the cosmetics company to create Sauce Gloss. It's a collection of 4 lip glosses inspired by Applebee's wing sauces. The flavors, I think this is the cutest part, Be My Honey Pepper, Sweet Chili Kiss, Honey Barbecue Tea, and Get Me Hot Buffalo. So the lipsticks were created to mark National Wing Day and National Lipstick Day. Now, they sound good. I love the names. Very cute and catchy, but I wonder if it tastes like the flavors. Like, I don't think I want a hot sauce lipstick. It might be a little spicy.
Are you kissing someone after they eat chicken wings and a 12-pack of wings flats only? I don't know about that.
Hayden, before we get out of here, let's get a final check of weather. We got about 10 seconds.
Yeah, so we have some more showers and storms on the way overnight tonight and into your Sunday and Monday. The good news is we dry out midweek.
All right. Well, thank you guys for staying up late with us tonight. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Good night.